So Kieron, it's a tough and tight affair here at Batley today, and we ended up on the wrong side of the result. How do you reflect on that?
Obviously, we're disappointed not to get the win. We had a really young team out today, and the one thing we talked about was working hard for each other, and I thought we did that. I thought our effort was really good. We probably just weren't quite clinical enough in that first half with the ball, but I can't fault their effort. And I think second half, just coming down the hill, Batley probably had a bit more physicality than us and a bit more size, and we struggled to hold it at times and backed it up with a couple of penalties. But we came close. We had a good effort. Disappointed not to get the win, but we'll dust ourselves off and we'll go again next week.
We touched on it a little bit there. In that first half, we went in level at the break. There was a bit of frustration that we didn't post more points going down that slope a little bit.
Yeah, there is. Everyone knows when you come to here that the slope does play a massive factor. No matter what level you're playing at or who you're playing against, there is a big factor there. And I thought we just went into our shell a little bit that first half and played a bit too conservative. We'd have liked to got some more points on it, but we didn't. We worked hard. I thought there was a couple of tough calls on some of their tries as well, but we live with that and we get on with it.
Some late withdrawals with Danny Craven, Ted Chaplow and Anthony Gelling. How are they doing, and what effect did that have with those withdrawals late on?
Obviously, all three of them are big players for us, and I think any team would miss them, not just ours. Craze with his kicking game's the best in the comp, and I thought we missed that a bit today to turn it round, and his running game as well, he's been really good. He's just had a little bit of a niggle in the calf, and we got a late call on Friday from seeing the physio, and he just weren't quite 100%. And again, it was a tough call for me to tell him he weren't playing. He's desperate to play, but I just need to make sure he's 100%. Gels has just come back with a bit of a niggle in his groin area, and again, just weren't quite right. And Ted was suffering from a facial injury last week from a bit of friendly fire from when he banged heads with 8. So the three of them people there have been really good for us, and ultimately I think if them three had probably played, we'd have had enough in the tank to get over today, but they weren't. But give other people an opportunity. I thought Sam Freeman was really good, and Walshy had some game time as well. So it's all an experience for us, and we learn from it and we get on with it.
You touched on that second half. Although we've ended up on the wrong side of the result, we did have opportunities to get ourselves over the line. Obviously, missed drop goals and conversions and such. It's a bit frustrating, really, isn't it? Yeah,
it is close, and you're not putting the blame there for people missing those opportunities. It's as a group, we've got to look into how we can be better in certain areas to stop tries. And we came close to getting a draw, but I think ultimately Batley probably deserved it in that second half.
Just want to ask you quick about JJ's 50th career appearance. Thought he was superb again in the middle today.
Yeah, he has. He's been, since we lost Studdy, he's stepped up to the mark. He's playing big minutes. He's loving it. He's getting off his line. He's sticking his shoulder into people, and he's being a nuisance as well. And I think you're seeing now he's getting a bit more comfortable with the ball in hand. So he's been fantastic, and I wish him all the best for his 50th game as well.
New focus for us next week, obviously York in the Cup. You're looking forward to getting back on home soil and not righting the wrong, but correcting things next week a little.
Yeah, definitely. To get back at home, it's always pleasing for us. The fans again today were brilliant. They were superb, and you probably can see a bit of a slope behind me. So it'd be nice to get on a flat pitch. We've not been on one for a couple of weeks, so we'll enjoy the cup competition next week, and then the week after we'll get back to the league campaign.